Back nine here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
It looks intimidating off the back of this tee, Rich, and that's because the desert ridge on that right side, it sort of blocks your view and you don't see the right side of this fairway. Once you realize there's a lot more room to the right, then that tee shot becomes a little bit easier. Now also the angle of this green, you're going to see it sort of turn to the right there. So you've really got to be careful on where the flag is positioned on this green. If they put the flag back right, then obviously that's the hardest this hole's going to play. Flag sort of left of center, then this still could very much be a birdie hole.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie. 19 feet away. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
He'll take par and move on. We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough, just persuade yourself. Try not to look at the canyon and the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, not only is this a beautiful golf course to look at, but it's fun to play because you can hit it ridiculously long.
Off an elevated tee, altitude, warm air. At times the ball will just feel like it's going to go forever. But sometimes in golf too, it's still about controlling distance. So it's fine to hit a driver a long way, but second shots can be very, very difficult because if you're hitting a short iron, it's hard to control that distance. And in the end, it's still about how close you hit it to the flag. Factor in that too, the putting on all these greens, which is very, very difficult. But that's why Wolf Creek, it's an experience to see, fun to play, but difficult to work out.
That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit, now at 2 over par. Now to the par 5 12th, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many as 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. 2 over for the day. Now to the 13th hole, and, oh, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
Drivable par 4. Not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Misses the putt here, has to try again and add another stroke to the scorecard. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. So 1 over par for the round. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
Ball positioned very nicely in the fairway, 155 yards out. This won't hurt him, Frank.
Yeah, just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
Fraction off the center and headed to the right. Safely aboard. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other. But really, when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely. So play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Has 80 yards left. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor. Sneaking into contention here with that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward, and I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Lay down.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw. Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but you know, that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really, a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
These putts keep the round together. There you go, 68 for the day. There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on